Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's Mother's Day. Mother's Day weekend. But actually, you know that's 365. This is Darius Stanton with the Peace in the Morning Show. And it's Funk Friday. Me and my main man, DJ5STARR. Nuclear war. Yeah. What do we have? Yo, what's up, Five? What do we have?
I'm doing good, Darius. How you doing? Peace in the morning. We got the queen in rotation. Tell them.
Yo.
What do we have to fight against?
Hey, we celebrating right off the top with the music of none other than Queen Ayasudube. My mother, give thanks and praises. Hey, Five, man, happy Mother's Day to all the queens in your life, man.
Absolutely. Same to all the queens in your life. Tell them.
Technology and we had forgery. We had things that destroy our homes and families. We've got the ability to put those weapons down. We've got that kind of power if we move, if we act right now. World peace and harmony and unity is the plea for freedom. Oh,
And Funky Friday.
World peace and harmony and unity is the plea for freedom. Oh, somebody help me. Africa, wake up. Africa,
Come on.
shape up. Africa,
Funky
man
Friday.
up. Africa,
Yeah, what's up to all our queens in Africa? You gotta give it up to the mothers of the universe, principles of blackness. Beware, won't you love yourself? It's Funky Friday on the Peace in the Morning Show. Darius Stanton and DJ.
Hey, sis, I see you on the check-in. Ashanti, what's good?
Africa, wake up. Africa, shape up. Africa, man up.
We live on the Peace in the Morning show right now.
Stand up. Africa, wise up. Africa,
Happy Mother's Day early.
Africa, light of the world. Every man, woman, boy, and girl. Your paradise. Your paradise. Your paradise. Your paradise.
Hey, go ahead and crank it up, DJ5STARR. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, our brother, your brother. Come on now, my brother from another mother, DJ5STARR. Take it away, Five. Funk it up for him, baby.
Mr. Allen on the check-in, I see you. Welcome to the Peace in the Morning show.
DJ5STARR.
Sound good, sound good, sound good.
Oh, you know what?
It's a Funky Friday. You can get up out your seat. Even if you're at work, go ahead 2-step. Appreciate that, Mr. Thomas.
Gaga la mesio, gaga la kakiwe, gaga la keki bande, gaga la lespindabo, gaga la keki sawo, gaga la mesi bande, gaga la keki dabo, gaga la zesiwana we, beni masa keti balo, gonna meet you in the bawe, gonna toso tenti kene, gonna toso di kipindalo, kene mana go sit down there, gonna get it December, gonna
Good morning, Gerald. Life Magazine on the check-in. I see you. Feel good music. It's a funky Friday. Peace in the morning show.
You want them begging on their knees. The lies, the lies. You try to dress them up. The lies, the lies. The truth you're messing up. The lies.
Great morning, Phyllis.
They're coming back around, you see. We'll stir. Whatever.
Yeah, you bring it back.
Mom's got some hits.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Happy Mother's Day. I see we got the Queen, Phyllis Curry Spencer in the house. Peace and love. Happy Mother's Day to you, Queen. Thank you so much. And all of those AKAs, we want to say Happy Mother's Day to you all. Of course, my Queen, Erica Stanton, you. Happy Mother's Day. Phenomenal, dynamite, out of sight mother. Hey, it's Funky Friday here on the Peace in the Morning show. We had a special guest for you, and we still have one, but she's not going to be with us today. Her name is Miss Champagne Hunt. Miss Hunt will be graduating this coming Sunday from Aggie Pride. We got the Aggie Pride in the house. Shout it out, Aggie Pride, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical Institute. That's right, University, North Carolina. That's right, NCANT. You got it. What? We talking about North Carolina A&T. Hey, shout out to the Queen. Thank you so much for all that you do. I'm excited about the work that you're going to do. That little beautiful princess of yours, but you can look for her next week. She was traveling all night long, so she's going to be on the show next week. We have set it up for the day, but she won't be with us. But we do have none other than our brother, DJ5STARR. What's up, Five? How you doing, brother?
I just did something. I don't see anything. As long as y'all can hear me, it's all right. It's a funky Friday, and I'm in the building, baby. How y'all doing?
That's right. That's right. So we got a dual gig here, right? So we're going to share and celebrate the mothers of the universe. I mean, think about that. Think about motherhood in itself, but let's take it all the way back. Motherhood in its inception. The mothers of the universe here on the planet Earth happen to be queens that look like me. You got to give it up for our Alkebulan sisters. Now, Alkebulan is the name that was given in Kemet to the continent of Africa before a Danish man who happened to be white named Africa. But Africa is really Alkebulan in its original sense, and those people, the original people, dated back and tracked by science, happened to be a black woman. And that black woman is the mother of the universe. The mother of the universe. Think about the mother of Earth. We talk about Mother Earth, but do we really understand the value? And while we understand the value, let me just drop this on you real quick. Let's make a pledge today, moving forward. Share it with all your brothers, that we only can call our sisters queens, anything that lifts them up and exalts them to the place that they should be. So, you know, female dogs, B-I-T-C-H, a bitch, that's not a negative word. We made it negative because we've turned it into a negative connotation. But really, a female dog is just that. Your dog, your pet, somebody's pet, but not your queen, not your sister, not your wife, not your mother, not a woman on the street that you don't know. No way. So we got to throw that out the window. We got to start using words that lift us up. You know, we have a lot of violence in our community. And I just want to, take a moment for all of those who are struggling today, thinking about either as being a mother that's lost someone that you love or someone who has lost their mother. Now, I'm very fortunate to still have my mother alive and well, and not only well, but thriving. She is writing music, world hits. The song that you just heard, Africa Wake Up, is written by none other than the Queen herself. So much homage to my own mom, Queen Ayasudebe Ramkisum. Thank you, Mom. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for holding on to me. Thank you for birthing me. No doubt about it. But I got to acknowledge those whose mothers are not here and those mothers who are tearing because they've lost their own child. And when we think about that, I want us to just look into the future. Think about the music that you play for your children. Think about the music and the TV and the shows that they're watching. Think about the conversations that you're having around them. So I see people, mourn and cry and tear for children as we have lost so many young men, women, boys, girls. Today, this past week, we had a young lady, last week actually, a young lady shot in DC, 7 years old. Fortunately, she lived. In Annapolis, a young person, 6 years old, got shot. Children are being shot, just getting caught up in crossfire, let alone the young people that are out on the street. A 13-year-old got shot and killed by a 12-year-old 2 weeks ago in Prince George's County. But my question is this: how is it that we keep playing music and we keep rapping about shooting and killing each other, but then we upset when people end up dead? How is it that we keep buying our children video games like Call of Duty and other video games, Grand Theft Auto, that teach them how to be criminals, that teach them how to shoot and kill people, hunt people down like animals, and yet we don't understand why they go out and shoot and kill people? Think about the schools all over the country, not in urban centers, not in Chicago, not in Baltimore City, but in Idaho, Iowa, Colorado, where students are walking into school and opening fire on other students. So sure, you can say, well, video games, they're video games. But if you spend 18 of your 24 hours awake playing a video game that's shooting and killing people, and that's your pleasure, that's your joy, and you're doing that 7 days a week, you know how many people wake up in the morning and they start playing video games and they don't go to bed until the next morning playing video games, and the video games are 90% of the time they shooting and killing the other people? You don't think that has an impact on people's psyche? Even if it just makes it seem like it's okay until it happens to us. So I want us to think about what we play around and for our children. I want us to think about that. But hey, enough of that. We're gonna celebrate. So 5, let's crank it up, brother. Let's put it back in the mix. We're coming up with the positive news you can use, normally brought to you by Lala Hadia. We're gonna celebrate her as well, another beautiful mother. Thank you, Queen, for all that you do. Check out our show, Morning Tea with Mom. But she represents the Life magazine here on the Peace in the Morning show. And actually, I'm gonna give you a little bit of Life magazine, the positive news. But before I do that, check out this Life magazine commercial. All right. So Life magazine. So our positive news story today, we want to make sure that you get a piece of positive news every single day, because the news that you watch on television is full with COVID-19, who got shot, what's happening ugly in politics, and then at the end of the story, they get to something good or not. So I want to shout out a brother today who is really doing some phenomenal work. His name is Carmicel Brown. Carmicel Brown. Carmicel Brown, also known as Spitfire, is the lead designer for Tunnel Vision, but also his own brand. As a matter of fact, you know the guy who won the MVP, Lamar Jackson out of the Ravens, the quarterback? He actually he's got a sweatshirt line, a athletic line called Pressure, designed by none other than Carmicel Brown. Last week, well actually 2 weeks ago, Carmicel designed and created, along with a few others, D. Ward, and a number of other folks in the community, in the city of Annapolis, something that was beautiful, that's gonna be there for decades, called the Cars Beach Mural. Carr's Beach was a hot spot. It was the spot on one of these spots, what they call the Chitlin Circuit on the East Coast in Annapolis, Maryland, on the beach with James Brown, Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, you name it. If they were hot at that given time, they played at this beach. And our brother did a beautiful mural. He also did a mural along with Future History Now on Breonna Taylor, that the family of Breonna Taylor, rest her soul, actually came to Annapolis, Maryland, and celebrated this beautiful mural that was highlighted and featured in Time magazine and now been seen all over the world. This is all the work of a brother from Annapolis, Maryland, named Carmicel Spitfire, who also is nice on the mic, Brown. So we wanted to just bring that positive news so you could know this good brother and the work that he's doing. And I also want to thank the Alpha Kappa Alpha Delta Pi Omega chapter for the work that they did in honoring Annapolis artists, because we have got to honor and pay homage to people in our community who are promoting good and images and issues that need to be done in our community. So our positive news story of today is focused on our good brother, Carmicel Brown. If you want to see some of his work, just type in Breonna Taylor mural and you'll see it pop right up. The brother's doing work all over the town, and guess what? He's also featured his work in New York City. That's right, New York City. Not on a billboard, but on a building, Times Square. Times Square. Yeah, that's right. The line of glasses for FUBU, who did it? That's right, our brother. So check him out, Carmicel, Spitfire Brown. Let him know we talked about him, that people have recognized the good work that he's doing and the impact that he's having on our community, not just for today, but for a lifetime. So that was brought to you by Positive News Story, the Life magazine. Check out the commercial one more time. All right. Hey, thank y'all for joining us this Funky Friday on the Peace in the Morning show. And I want to thank in the chat, shout out your mothers, right? So give us some hearts. If you see your name get called out, put your name in the chat. Happy Mother's Day to Tracy Melton. You're a dynamic mom. Thank you for those two beautiful, brilliant brothers that you created. Jackie Mims, God bless you. I know you and your family dealing with the transition of your mom, but she is definitely here in spirit, and she is living through you and the work that your family is doing. Also, Lala Hadia, we talked about you earlier, Queen. Missed you this morning, but we know you're handling business. And thank you so much for checking in on the Peace in the Morning show. So, hey, Queens, keep it up, keep it going, keep pushing. Let us know, send us a shout out so we can shout you out here on the Peace in the Morning show as we celebrate moms. And look, we're not just doing moms. You see, I got this Lincoln University jacket on. Let me give you some numbers. 1854 makes the Lincoln University the oldest historically black college and university. The oldest historically black college and university. Here's a ticket that granted degrees. Put in the chat, what is the first HBCU? What is the first HBCU? Also, check us out on YouTube if you're watching this on Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. On Facebook, of course, we're on Peace in the Morning show with Darius A. Stanton. Go like it so you can get notified when we pop up live. And also on YouTube, Peace in the Morning show with Darius A. Stanton. But back to the Lincoln University. So Lincoln was the first HBCU that granted degrees in America. The likes of Langston Hughes, the likes of Thurgood Marshall, and yours truly. How about a good brother in Annapolis, Maryland, Carl Snowden, Bertina Nick, James Chase, just a few names of folks that have graduated from the Lincoln University that is doing phenomenal work. What HBC did you go to? Did you go to a HBCU? You got a family member at HBCU? I talked about Aggie Pride. Let me know what you got. Let me see. So anybody know? I don't see it yet. Who is the first HBCU? Come on, y'all. You got to know it. Lincoln was not the first. I'll give you a hint.
It's an F word.
Not quite an F word. Let's see. What's another hint I can give you? It's on the East Coast, as most of them are. So that might not be that big of a hint. Did it pop up yet? Yes. And our winner is the sister president of Alpha Kappa Alpha Delta Pi Omega. That's right. The first HBCU was Cheney University. They just did not grant degrees. They were the first one to actually be established, though. So shout out to our sister school right down the road in Pennsylvania from Lincoln University, was none other than Cheney University. So thank you to our sister Phyllis Carey Spencer for bringing us that Black History tip and fact, making sure that we know what was up. But back to the Lincoln lines, as I was saying, that's why I got my jacket on. You know, if I spin it around, you get to see the line in the back. I just want to, acknowledge how important it is for us to continue to support our historically Black colleges and universities. I definitely want to give credit to another queen. Please put in the hashtag chat on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Speaker of the House, Adrienne Jones. What a super mom. What a dynamic queen. She was bold enough to make the 2021 State of Maryland legislative agenda for the House of Delegates, in which she presides over, the Black Agenda. The Black Agenda. And what did it yield? She said that for over 200 years, the state of Maryland's legislative agenda has been primarily focused on others, white people. She said, but this year, we're going to focus on a Black agenda. And what did they deliver? They delivered, and it just got signed into law by Governor Hogan, who initially vetoed it, the HBCU funding bill that they had to fight for in court to receive over $550 million over the course of 10 years. That will go to Bowie State University. Shout out to BSU. I'm a very proud graduate of BSU's Upward Bound program. I didn't graduate from Bowie. That's right, Upward Bound. Great program. Secondly, we can't leave out Coppin State University, another Baltimore's finest. In addition to Coppin State, my dad's alma mater, I think Jackie Mims, Hollywood Mims, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, used to be called Maryland State. And last but not least, I saved this for you, Five. Morgan State University, the Golden Bears. That's right. As a matter of fact, since we talked about the Golden Bears, we got the Golden Bear right here from the School of Engineering, our good brother Kendrick Tillman, DJ5STARR. Hey, Five, go ahead and crank it up because it's Funky Friday. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about moms, celebrating the mothers, getting them on. And right now, we're going to crank it up with DJ5STARR. Take it away, Five. Morgan State Bears.
One time for the Castro family. You know I got you, sis. It's about self-confidence. Be in love with yourself, the star player. Dr. Holmes on the check-in. He's in love with himself. You gotta be in tune with your star player. Put your HBCU in the chat. I see Bethune-Cookman. Cheney University on the check-in.
Don't need nobody here to validate
Thank you, sis.
that I was meant for him and him for me. And he was meant for me. So many people look, but can they see? Can they see how much this man is so in love with me?
Be in tune with your star player. I need you say. It's the Peace in the Morning show, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday, say. Happy Mother's Day, Queens. I want y'all around forever. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day. I want y'all around forever. Peace in the Morning show. Back to you, Darius. Well, I can keep going. Music makes the world go around. Smile for the music. I'm a proud Morganite.
Ow.
That's that good vibe right there.
Yeah, I'm all in there, son. Yeah, I was in that 5. Welcome, yes indeed. Thank you so much. That's DJ5STARR on the Mother's Day Crank Session. Hey, 5, who was that music that you was just playing prior to?
The instrumental or the go-go song?
The go-go song.
Oh, that's none other than the Queen. Lala Idea.
I thought that was Lala. I was like, is that Lala Idea? Maybe that's Lala. I wasn't sure, but that's Lala. Yeah.
You gotta put
no doubt about it. We miss you, live. Exactly. Also, we got some birthdays. You know, this is bull season, so I gotta acknowledge some of the queens that shout outs, check us out on the show on a constant. Melissa Crowner, happy solar return. Me and this queen, we've been friends since 7th grade. Tamika Pope. Chambers Pope, that's right. Miki, happy solar return, queen. Jumped in on May, just made it all kinds of ways. So happy solar return to you. Can't forget the mama Jayla, Kia Stanton, Kim Parker, happy solar return to you, queen. I know you still partying and making somebody laugh wherever you are. So all of those sisters out there and brothers, that are having a good day, like our good brother, Minister Glenn Smith in Baltimore, Maryland. Happy solar return to you, King. Powerful brother, thank you for being the leader that you are in our community. Another Morgan grad, a communications brother, Faraji Muhammad. He just celebrated a birthday. Happy solar return to that king and all the good work you're doing over there at WEAA 88.9. That's right, home of the Morgan State Golden Bears. I keep talking about Morgan, I'm pumping them up, right? But you see what I'm sporting. Actually, I am sporting Morgan's colors, but Lincoln was first. So, hey, but I also got all poly colors. Is that right? Does that resonate with you, Five?
Oh, that rap resonates. That's forever BPI around here in Baltimore, the greatest school in this country. High school at that.
That's
we
right.
are state
Baltimore
champions for the 4th time. We ranked national in basketball. Oh, yeah, it's official.
Oh,
four times back to back. Bow, 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 bow. Like, yeah.
Okay, little Black history fact. Yeah. Also, Sharice. That's right. Sharice Reese. Oh, man, the singer, the creative IAG. She's a songwriter. She's a singer. She's an actress. So shout out to Sharice. She had the song that just blew up all over the place, the Go-Go Jam, that she turned in, made it her own. It wasn't even a Go-Go Jam. She made the Go-Go Jam. But check her out. Sharice is a powerful sister. You can't fool with her. She will rock the socks off the move, y'all. Cranking, very brilliant. Educator, artist, talented, entrepreneur. Happy solar return, Sharice Jones. Much love to you, Queen. So listen, it's TARR season, the Bulls, so I'm still celebrating. You know, my birthday was Earth Day. Thank you for all the love that you all shared with me and the Peace in the Morning show. And before we get out of here, we want to make sure that we just give just a little more homage to the queens, right? So I talked about my own mom, Queen Isuta Bay, but Five, I want to give you an opportunity, man, to talk about the queens in your world. You know, the people that make you jump up and down, brought you along the way and have you to where you are. And when I talk about somebody that is a thorough brother, this brother DJ5STARR, man, I mean, I could run down his credits. I'll give him let me just do a little bit. So he's the president of the Greater Baltimore Chamber of Commerce. He is one of the leaders on the board of Black Professional Men. He is the chairman of the Baltimore County African American Heritage Festival. Did I get that right, Five?
Close. Cultural Festival.
Cultural Festival, right? He's the CEO and founder of 5-Star Enterprises. The list goes on and on. Got an engineering degree, got an MBA. The brother he's a father, a grandfather, a good brother. If you want somebody in your corner, DJ5STARR. So Five, man, all the great things that you've done. Tell us about the women in your life that helped you to become who you are and the mothers you want to celebrate.
I got to give honor to the queen herself. That's my baby right there. She is Mrs. Tillman at 5-Star's wife on Instagram. She don't play about her husband. I definitely want to highlight my good old mom in the cut right there when we got married. She's always right there, and in yellow right there. So I appreciate my queens, my sisters, I couldn't do it without y'all. Like, honestly, teamwork makes the dream work, but to have a mother-in-law and a mother and just the support from our queens is just phenomenal. So all I say is raise them up. And for anybody that knows me, they know that African Americans have been deprived of liberty, justice, and repair. We don't own all the banks, so we can't control the liberty. We're not all judges and lawyers, so we can't control the justice. But we can repair each other. And that's why I choose to greet you as a queen and greet you as a king. With that, I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the queens out there. We thank you, we honor you, we love you, and thank you so much.
Yeah, I love it. No doubt about it. Shout out to the lady who brought this good brother into my life. So I am so excited about, being a kindred spirit with Kendrick Tillman, DJ5STARR. I do want to say, as I mentioned before, it can be a tough time for some people, because their moms are not here with them physically, and they're not able to touch them and put their hands on them. But I want us to recognize something. As I see my good brother David Witherspoon, minister of Seed, out there checking us out this morning. Peace and love to you too, brother. I want us to recognize something. Yes, we see our hands and we touch and we're feeling people, but we are also cosmic people. We're also spiritual people. And so even though our mothers, for some of us, may not be here physically, they're with us spiritually forever. And that spirit never erodes. There's a bond and a connection between you that will always be there. And so in the midst of it, in the sorrow and the sadness, remember that spirit is there. And the spirit is always with you. I think about my grandmother, Madeline Johnson, Frances Harris, my great-grandmother, Eva Dove. I think about these women who taught me how to be a gentleman, who taught me how to pray, who taught me how to love. My grandmother taught me, Miss Madeline, how to wash, blow dry, curl, finger wave, perm. Only thing she didn't teach me how to do was cut and color. But all those other things, ladies, I can hook you up if you need it. I can wash, blow dry, perm, pin curl, and finger wave. Now I know pin curl and finger waves still slip in every now and then. I still see somebody with a, wick. But yeah, those are the kind of skills my grandmother said, as long as you know how to do hair, you'll never go broke. But I gotta honor those women because they were virtuous in the fact that they were all about their families, they were all about the community, and they were all about God. And that means all about love. So in the midst of missing your family members, your moms, your grandmothers, they mean so much to us. But just know that they're with us in spirit, that they got their hands on us, that they're praying for us. You know that old song, somebody pray for me. Hey, had me on their mind. Whoa, took out time and prayed for me. I'm so glad they prayed. Hey, I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. That's right. So I'm so glad that they prayed for me. And as moms, that's our jobs, or that's your jobs rather, is to be able to pass that on. So know that those spirits will always be with you. And at this time and throughout the entire weekend, as you feel the sun, feel your mom, feel your grandmom, your auntie, or whomever else in your life. There's some brothers that have lost their wives or significant others. Know that the spirit is always with you. And for those moms and dads who've lost children, and that also comes to mind during this time, the same thing applies. They're with you in spirit. They're with you in spirit. So on that note, I definitely want to thank y'all for joining us today. Next weekend, we will be sure to bring you Miss Champagne Hunt. And Miss Hunt is a dynamic sister. I really want you to see that show because she is doing some phenomenal things. She's got big dreams, big plans, and she's got a story that is just remarkable. I see my good brother, Dr. Buckingham, checking us out this morning. Thanks so much, brother. Look up Dr. Buckingham. He's doing some phenomenal work in the field of mental health. I've written a book recently. You want to check that out. Check him out, Jackie Mims. Go to Jackie Hollywood Mims, M-I-M-S. She's in the check-in. In the chat, make sure you send them a little note, and that's how they can get your book, Jackie Mims. We want to make sure that you do that. And don't forget the Life magazine. That's L-Y-F-E magazine. The THELYFE magazine.com. That's right. We want to make sure you support positive news. You got to support people that support people. So as we get ready to roll and get out the door, I want to make sure that you enjoy yourselves, moms. Thank you so much to my mother, Queen. We're going to be playing her music and videos all weekend. Thank you to my wife, for all that you do and the phenomenal, dynamic mother you are to our children. My mother-in-law, can't forget you, Miss Rose Moreland, been cooking for me. Now I slimmed up. I don't know if you can tell. Let me show y'all a little bit. Now I slimmed up a little bit. This shirt is big, sweatshirt, but I wanted to sport leaking, so I kept it on anyway. But the brother dropped 20 pounds. Now that I won't say that my mother-in-law made me gain those 20 pounds, but she has been cooking for us for 20 plus years, right? Because next month, June 9th, we got 25 years on the books. And I thank God for his good and righteous ancestors and our good and righteous ancestors that have kept us, so we are celebrating that. So on that note, thanks to our studio, Streets Media. Check us out tomorrow. We're launching a brand new network. It's called Scholar Athlete Sports Network. S-A-S-N, SASN. Scholar Athlete Sports Network. We'll be in Annapolis, Maryland tomorrow. You can check us out on YouTube and see the Spring High School Basketball League featured and produced by the Tunnel Visions Live, their foundation, Chase Your Dreams. That's right, the Chase Your Dreams Tunnel Vision Foundation is sponsoring the Spring High School Basketball League in Annapolis, Maryland, and the Scholar Athlete Sports Network will be out there live doing those games. So check us out. Brand new venture. You know what we're doing. We're pushing positive media. So 5, it's our time to roll, brother. But we want to make sure we rewind that live, that Castro Family Jam that we played a little earlier. And hey, look, I'm excited. I know you're excited. Happy Mother's Day. Happy graduation. Congratulations to all of those high school graduates, college graduates that made it through this COVID-19, SARS, all of those things. Also, just as a note for you, we broadcast on Thursday morning, 7:30 a.m., the Lights of the Round Table with Darlene Brown and myself, Marcus Johnson. Yesterday, we had a brother on by the name of Dr. Lane Rowland. That's Lane, Lane, Rollling. So go check out the Lights of the Round Table show. He talked about some very, very, very important information. One thing that he shared, now this gentleman is a virologist. He's treated people in the jungles of Africa with malaria. Ebola, on the front line. And one of the things that he said, there was 2 things he said that were very clear that I want you to pay attention to. The first thing he said was, we've been using the wrong precautions. We've been telling people the wrong messaging as it applies to taking care of your health and well-being in the midst of protecting yourself from COVID-19. COVID-19, he explained, is a virus. So that means you don't need antibacterial soap. You need antiviral soap. You don't need an antibacterial mask. You need an antiviral mask. They transfer differently. That's huge. Can you imagine thinking that you've got a mask that's protecting you and you're going around people and you're not protected? There were governments. Our company, the Stanton Group, were helping companies secure contracts to provide PPE equipment. And they were providing PPE equipment, and the requirements that they were looking for were N95 masks. Dr. Rowland said those masks are not helping you. You need viral masks. Dr. Lane Rowland. The second thing that he said that was so profound was he talked about, you keep hearing the word regarding the vaccines of efficacy. Efficacy. Right? So it's like 90% efficacy, 95% efficacy. But it's not talking about effectiveness. There's a difference. Look up the word, Google it, between efficacy, right, and effectiveness, the efficiency. Efficacy is in the 90% because that's basically, he explained, about 100 people that they chose and they tested and they came away with a 95% efficacy rate. Effectiveness, he said, is more in the 30 percentile range. The difference is efficacy is a control group. The other people are the people that are just the normal everyday, not the 100 that, that they selected to do the trial on, but the random folks that are out there in the population. You're looking at a difference of 30%. That's huge. Don't take my word for it. Dr. Rowland is the expert. I'm only sharing what he shared. So go check that out. So make sure you do your homework, do your research, be critical thinkers. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is boost your immune system. Boost your immune system. Boost your immune system. Drink plenty of water, water with lemon. Make sure you detox. Make sure you stop eating meat and pasta and all those things that cause pre-existing conditions, especially things that have high fructose corn syrup. Because high fructose corn syrup causes pre-existing conditions. Hey, we talk about it every week, but I gotta share it with you because it saves lives. So you get a chance, check out yesterday's show, The Lights of the Round Table, that features Dr. Lane, L-A-N-E, Rolling, R-O-L-L-I-N-G. And if you want more information about how to get the viral mask or how to get the antiviral soap, send us a chat in our inbox, and we'll make sure you get that information. All right? So 5, brother, let's all crank it up, man, for what it is. Funky Friday, Mother's Day. We're gonna let that Castro music right. I love you, Mom. Peace in the morning to all the mothers out there. God bless you. Thank you for being moms. Thank you for the challenges. The single moms, the married moms, the divorced moms, the teenage moms, you name it. You name it. We love you and God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us on the Peace in the Morning show with Darius, Stanton, and DJ5STARR. Hey, 5, crank it up. Folks, bring it up.
One time for Ash Boogie on the check-in.
Hey, Mickey.
Everybody on Twitch.
Great Ash Boogie.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Tracy.
Just to say that we're in love, and it don't matter what the people say. No, we gon' be together anyway. Don't need nobody here to validate that I was meant for him and him for me.
That's right, we got the John Lewis event tomorrow all over the nation. John Lewis for voter rights, so make sure you put that out there. In your local area, there will be some type of drive, most of being, doing auto drives around the neighborhoods. That'll happen in the city of Annapolis as well. John Lewis, Sister Phyllis, if you could put the details in the chat so people can come out and promote and encourage people to vote. But don't just vote. Make sure that you act as well as vote, right? Act as well as vote. So we want you to do that and get that out there. And part of that action is making sure that we hold ourselves and our communities accountable. So the John Lewis Get Out the Vote event tomorrow will be drive-bys, cars. They're looking for 100 cars. This is all over the country. This will be happening. But make sure that you not only vote, but you take action. And one of the actions I want you to take is when you see politicians that are doing great work, support them. Like the sister in Baltimore, her and her husband, president of the Baltimore City Council, Nick Mosby, sister Marilyn Mosby, the state's attorney, who basically is working to cut the prison pipeline that was locking up people for petty crimes, putting them in jail, holding them, they're losing their jobs, not even convicted, but just based on the whole bond and bail system. So, please, and you can't overlook the racism that resides in our justice system. So make sure that you support those folks who are taking the oath to be in public office that are doing a good job. But don't just support them by thanking them. Contribute, donate to their campaign because they need support too. And make sure that they're getting support from people who have your best interests at heart. This is Darius Stanton with the Peace in the Morning show, Funky Friday with DJ5STARR. Here we want to thank our good brother, Morgan State grad in the studio, our engineer. My man, appreciate you, brother. Here at Streets Media, this is Darius Stanton saying peace in the morning. Funky Friday, baby. Crank it up, take it away. Oh, if you want to advertise, you know where to do it. Right here with us on Peace in the Morning. You get the word out. All right, my brother. Appreciate you, 5. 5, 4, 3. We'll see you next week on the Peace of the Morning Show. Funky Friday. Happy Mother's Day. Peace in the morning.